Hi all, this is Skate, and this is the KpfPz 70, or the MBT 70. Now, this isn't intended as a guide, review, etc. I previously did one on this tank when it first came out, and I found the tank pretty... It's not the greatest, it's alright though. But it's got appalling DPM, it's got good armor, but for some reason, regardless of that really bad DPM, I do enjoy this tank quite a bit. It's a great looking tank, and it's good fun to play. But it can be really frustrating with that DPM. In perspective, with a rammer, this thing gives you 2119 DPM. Which, if I recall from my previous video, that's pretty much the lowest DPM of all tier 9 heavies. But this isn't intended as a review of this tank. If I'm not working on a guide for a certain tank, I don't usually record, or I don't always record. But when I am recording, and I get a good game, I don't put it up on YouTube usually. Not unless I intend on doing a full review of that tank at that point in time. With this tank, I didn't. It's not a tank a lot of people have got. However, I was recording when I pulled this mastery. Not this game, this is just an okay game, it's the next game. So I thought, what the hey, I'll throw this up. I've got a couple of others like this recorded for other tanks, Dickermax being another example. I've got a very fun mastery game in that one. So I thought, is it worth me just throwing it up to see if you guys want to see some random, short, quick mastery videos from time to time? I'd never do these in place of my tank reviews. I love doing my tank reviews. I just thought this might be like a little extra fun, quick video to throw up every now and then of a random mastery of another different tank, which I play from time to time. It's Christmas at the moment, so we can say they're kind of like little stocking filler videos. But obviously this one's only going to be less than 10 minutes long. I put 2 replays in. This first one, just so I can ramble over it and explain, and then the second one being the actual game I want to show you. The other fun, quick vid I wanted to throw up was a Dickermax game I had the other day. I already have a review of the Dickermax on the channel. I really like the Dickermax personally, although a lot of people dislike it. But a birthday came up the other day in the garage for my Dickermax, and I ended up making over 200,000 credits in that game, so I can't complain on that front. But it was a very fun game, so I was going to throw that up as a quick vid at some point anyway. On to the topic at hand though. The MBT 70. I know it's a KpfPz in game, but it's the MBT 70 as far as I'm concerned. And you can see in this game we've had a very, very healthy amount of bounces, but we are very, very low on health. So it's got good armor, and it's got okay gun depression, which is kind of exactly how I try to use this tank. Trying to use the gun depression or hide the hull as much as I can and just give people your turret to shoot at, which is pretty much what happens in the next game. Except, in the next game, all the stars aligned, all the planets aligned, it was a full moon, and RNGesus didn't just shine down on me, he said, do you fancy going for a pint? Because check out my matchmaker, I'm the only tier 9, and there's a failed platoon on either side. Now you'd be forgiven for thinking this is going to be a walk in the park. You could look at that matchmaker and go, oh, you're the only tier 9, it's going to be a breeze. Well, I could go running in head first, but I'll be sent back to the garage straight away. I mean, the enemy still has a T-54, and that T-54 has over 900 more DPM than me. And my DPM is comparable to that of Tiger 2's. So I'm not going to go running in head first, because although I am the only tier 9, they still have tanks which can match me DPM for DPM. But we did get one first nice hit into that T-54, and we did set him on fire. I don't think he was expecting me to be here so quickly, but he did try and get revenge on us, and he did get some, well, I say some, he got a nice shot into our butt while we were trying to focus the Tiger 2 on this side. Now I came around this side because that Tiger 2 was trying to push this side. However, with us by here, and at close range, and with that turret just poking out, we are very, very bouncy, and I can get shots up onto his roof, onto his commander's hatch. And the other reason this situation is so ideal is because although I do have low DPM, I have a very nice alpha. Which means, although the Tiger 2 loads faster to match the same DPM, unless I'm sticking my head out round the corner, he's not getting his shots off on me, which means I'm doing more damage to him in the time frame he's doing damage to me. And that's a perfect situation for this tank. And you can see every time I come around the corner, I'm aiming for the highest point on his tank. And the reason I'm aiming for the highest point is because I don't need to bring my tank all the way around to shoot at, say for example, his lower plate or his cheeks. The highest point I will see first, so it keeps my tank more hidden, and so far every single time we've managed to hit. And a quick splash of HE pretty much anywhere on that Tiger 2 would have finished him off then. But we are winning this game at the moment, and my logic at this point was I still have plenty of hit points and I have been frontline the entire time. So as long as we keep this up and our team survives while we are trying to dish out as much damage as we can, and the team's dishing out as much as they can, in theory we can keep this lead and we can win this game. Which is why at this point I think, screw it, I'm going to push because it gives us that little bit more chance hopefully. So as I'm pushing up here towards to try and finish off this IS-6, the LTTB pops out. Had HE loaded for the IS-6, I'll give it to the side of the LTTB. So yeah, my logic was pushing these two guys hopefully will give us that bit of an advantage. However, the Tiger 2 came round then to say hello to us, and you'll see I'm kind of regretting my choices straight away, which is why I am backing up and I'm aiming for track shots to keep him in position. And although we're doing everything we can, we've now lost our lead. We have 3 tanks down, they only have 2 tanks down. So we need to deal with this guy as quick as we can so we can work our way round. Now I don't know if this Tiger 2 was trying to get enough gun depression to deal with me, use me to hide his lower plate, I don't know. But it did mean in the position he was in, we managed to get shot through his track wheel and deal with his lower plate at the same time, which put him in position for our team to finish him off as well. But we are still losing. Now, my team is now on very, very low health, which is why we're now in a 4-on-2. Make that a 3-on-2. He was so preoccupied with the Borsig on my team with pretty much no hit points, he paid no attention to me. So we are now in a 3-on-2 situation, with the Borsig being critically low. I was hoping to finish off that IS-6 with HE, but no, I just left him on really low hit points. There's our friendly Borsig, there's the T-54 to finish him off. God knows where the LTTB's gone. However, I've got a T-54 one side of me, I've got an IS-6 the other side of me, and an LTTB God knows where. Again, I try to finish off the T-54 with HE, and I don't do enough damage, which is just great. And can you guess where the LTTB is going to appear? Yep, there he is. I have someone on every side of me. So in this situation, they may all be low on hit points, but it's not ideal with my ridiculously slow reloads. Now my idea here is finish off that IS-6, try and poke around and get that T-54 because I'm a one-shot to him now. And he's hiding himself up pretty well, but he's so low I can just splash another HE on to finish him off. And we know where that LTTB is going to appear without fail. I think he underestimated the track traverse on this thing though, because we have managed to turn around and block his shot. And at this point, my battery is very, very low, so this is going to be my last game of the evening. There's no chance I'm catching that LTTB, and if you look at the timer, I'm at a point where, well, it's really, really low, and it's going to be touch and go whether I can cap, but I've got no chance of catching that LTTB. So I'm making my way to the base. However, I imagine the LTTB still thinks I'm trying to chase him, which means he's probably going all the way through the trains. It's only now when I've hit the base he's going to realise I am no longer chasing. However, by this point, he's probably back towards their spawn point or working his way around the train still, which is why I've angled up in the position I have. My lower plate is hidden. I'm a very, very tough target. I could be wrong. He could have completely double backtracked and come out behind me and shoot me in the butt. Hopefully not setting me on fire, but you can see where I'm thinking he's going to show. You can see the areas I'm scanning. Should we find out where he comes from? Where are you thinking? Is he going to come from behind me and shoot me in the butt, set me on fire? Is this going to be a heartbreak? Or have I assumed correctly, and is he around this side and going to come out? Or am I going to cap? Nope. There he is. After my last few HE experiences, it was more reliable with his health just to fire a normal APCR shell and finish him off. Now, that was a pretty fun game. And we managed 6,118 damage, along with our Mastery Badge, our Steel Wall, our High Caliber, our Kolobanovs, and our Top Gun. Now, we were told this tank doesn't make a huge amount of credits. However, I've made 109,000 credits in that battle, so I was pretty happy with that. So yeah, super short stocking filler video. I hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you all for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.